What's up, guys? Welcome to day 13 of the 4,000 calorie 21 day challenge. I'm up in my room shooting this because not everybody likes being on camera in this house at the moment except for me and Paxton. I also woke up with half a voice. Paxton came home from New Jersey. He has some kind of virus and bug. We're gonna have to take him to the doctor. My brother and his family are staying here as well with their little 2-year-old son. Everybody in the house is sick. My energy levels are fine. I don't feel sick, but my voice is going away. My throat feels a little bit irritated, which is gonna make eating 4,000 calories today a slight challenge, perhaps. But the good news is we woke up today at 147 pounds. That is a 2-pound loss from yesterday's weight at 149 pounds. As many of you guys know, I'm always against the calories in, calories out theory. The idea that a calorie is just a calorie. You need to burn more calories than you take in order to lose weight. Well, I've taken in 4,000 calories for the past 13 days and I'm losing weight. I sometimes fluctuate up a little bit in weight, but my body seems to keep going back down. I don't really understand it. I don't know what my body's doing with all that excess fat because I've been taking in over 350, sometimes 400 grams of fat a day. But nonetheless, we'll wait to draw conclusions and see what kind of feedback we get at the end of the challenge. So I woke up and I felt extremely lean. My muscles felt full. Yesterday was a brutal workout. It was one of those workouts that I really needed because if you watched yesterday's vlog, it was very chaotic. And every plan I made just kind of seemed to fall down. So I turned to the strategy of just not having a plan. And I went to the gym and I did a high intensity training session outside. I got myself outside of the box. I didn't count sets. I didn't count reps. I just did whatever exercise I felt like doing in the moment and it worked out great for me. High intensity training is very effective, especially on a ketogenic diet. I don't do a lot of that type of training. I train like a bodybuilder where I isolate muscle groups, but I do Tabata, which is a form of high intensity training at the end of my workouts. But nonetheless, my strength also has kind of plateaued a little bit, in all honesty. In the beginning of this challenge, it boosted up big time. Then it kind of plateaued a little bit. I'm completely fine with that. I'm not the guy that's going to the gym trying to do 1-rep maxes and things like that. So we are going to get on with the day. I am having my keto coffee here. I have no food at all because my appetite is non-existent. I'm probably going to shoot myself in the foot for that. But we will get our first meal here in a little bit. Let's get this day rocking. Alright guys, so I want to address something that has been bothering me for quite a while now, and I keep getting comments about this on the interview I did with Jimmy Moore, which by the way was a great experience for me. I learned a ton and he shared a lot of valuable information. Unfortunately, there are people out there in the world who are cruel and who want to basically take away from people who are doing positive things. You know, I'm getting tons of comments from people saying, why would I listen to that guy? He's fat. If keto works so well, then why is this guy fat? What's this dude talking about, losing weight for and trying to help so many people out when he can't even lose weight himself? That stuff absolutely kills me because I see a man who has lost over 200 pounds, who used to weigh over 400 pounds. He changed his life. And now he has dedicated himself to helping people like you change your life. He's gone through so much pain, so much suffering, and he has found refuge and solace and peace and being able to bring people along on his journey and try to share as much wisdom as he possibly can. I'm going to read an Instagram post that he made about a week and a half, 2 weeks back. Because apparently, and I don't know if this was because of my video or not, but people were blasting him and calling him out for his weight. So This is kind of a long message, but I feel like it's important, so I'm going to read it here. So Jimmy Moore says, I feel like I need to address this issue about my weight often, but after this Facebook message today, it seems I should take another stab at it. Yes, I currently weigh more than I'd like to. No, this doesn't mean keto and fasting don't work anymore. It's all a work in progress. Kindness and compassion can go a long way in understanding this better. Honestly, I should be dead like my brother Kevin right now, but by the grace of God, I'm still alive and thriving. For someone like me with significant insulin resistance, it's so much more difficult to manage my weight compared to others. Despite the challenges, I've still kept off over 100 pounds from my all-time high weight of 410 pounds, which is a sign that I'm much healthier now despite the extra weight. Interestingly, my legs are very muscular and my arms are normal too. The body fat is almost exclusively in the midsection of my body, which is a very clear sign of insulin resistance. I'm continuing to plug away at this and encourage people who think I should look perfect to show some compassion and walk a mile in my shoes. By the way, it would be very easy for me to hide behind a podcast microphone and never go out in public, but I don't. I have speaking gigs and appearances galore and nobody seems to be bothered by my weight. In fact, the photo I shared here in this post was from my talk in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada this past weekend, and I even addressed my weight from that stage. See, I'm not hiding from it. I embrace it. This is my story, and it's always going to be a work in progress. And I'm okay with that, no matter how judgmental others may be. That's their problem, not mine. I will always be authentically Jimmy Moore 24/7, 365 with no apologies for it. It's part of why people connect with me and my work. There are so many fakers out there in the diet and health world. Amen, Jimmy. You are so right about that. And that's something I'll never be. What you see is what you get. If someone chooses not to enjoy the information I share in my books, podcasts, lectures, or blogs, then that's okay. You can move on with your life and follow someone else. I will never stop sharing. Ever. That's my promise to you forever and always. Well said, Jimmy. I feel for you that you have to deal with these types of people, but that's just part of the process. When you go out and help change people's lives, there's always going to be people out there that want to tear you down for it because they want to sit there and be miserable. They don't want to see you go out and be positive and affect other people. My man, Jimmy, you're probably not going to ever watch this part of this video, but you are a total leader in this industry. I respect the absolute hell out of you. I am proud of you. You know, you are doing God's work, man, and you helped me out tremendously at the Low Carb USA conference. It was very, very difficult for me to get in front of a lot of these scientists and researchers so that I could share with other people. I was so down about it because I didn't think I was going to be able to pull anything out of that conference that would be valuable for my followers. And you came up to me and said, yeah, I will definitely do an interview with you. I will share everything I can to help your followers out. And for that, I'm forever grateful. All right, we are on to our first meal of the day. Paxton got a new mat here. He absolutely loves it. We've got an avocado here. It's got some sea salt on it because when you're on a keto diet, buddy, your body flushes electrolytes. So you have to make sure that you get a lot of sodium. This is also a good source of monounsaturated fats. It'll give you good energy. You like avocados. We also have a cup of almonds. So we are going to eat this, and then we are going to take Paxton over to Papa John's house to play, and so we will check in with you guys there.
2 hours later.
All right, we just got to my dad's house. We're having a bunch of family over. We're going to have a cookout. Sitting here in this very spot brings back a lot of memories for me because this is where I was sitting when I put up my very first YouTube video called The Secret to Losing Weight with a Ketogenic Diet. That video has gotten a ton of views up to this point. I didn't have any plan. I didn't really even want to be a YouTuber at that point in time. I just wanted to get some knowledge out there and kind of try and help people out. Interestingly enough, there is the wine that a lot of people ended up calling me out for in that video. People also mentioned how thin that door was right there. That's actually just a linen closet. And there was one more thing, margarine. So when I did the video, the only thing I had here was margarine. That's just what my dad used uses. I've told him about Kerrygold. I've told him over and over and over again, but he keeps buying this stuff. Do not buy margarine. Make sure you guys are using real butter. So we are going to hang out. The rest of the family is coming over soon. We're having a cookout, which means there's tons of carbohydrates everywhere, chips and dip and bread. It's everywhere, but I came prepared. All right, we just got back from my father's house. It was an awesome time with family. Got to hang out, see my grandfather, shoot some pool, eat some good food. But unfortunately, I'm back home, and as you can tell from my voice, I'm not getting any better. So I'm really worried that I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be full-fledged sick. Don't worry, it's not from eating 4,000 calories a day. Like I said before, Paxton is sick, my brother's sick, his son's sick, Carly's feeling sick, my cousin was sick, so it's either something going around or the weather changing. My throat actually hurt, so it was hard to get down food today. We didn't have much left to go in terms of calories, so what I'm doing here is I'm having a keto shake with heavy whipping cream, almond butter, MCT oil, and the Myoplex Ketogenic. We're also having 4 tablespoons of these pumpkin seeds. After I finish this, that puts us at 4,084 calories. We just made it across the finish line again. Let's find out what the macros are. So 77% is fat. That's 356 grams. 14% is protein. That is 143 grams. I feel like I'm trying to yell at you guys because it's so hard to talk. And 9% came from carbohydrates. That is 94 grams, which is as high as I've ever been. Let's find out how many net carbs that is. 60 grams of net carbs. So for the first day since this challenge, I did terrible on carbohydrates and went over my 50 gram limits. Since the beginning, I've been around 30 grams. I'll have to go back and see what put me over in terms of the carbohydrates. I'm not too worried about it. I weighed in today again at 147 pounds. It just is still mind-blowing to me how, you know, just when I feel like I'm gonna gain weight, I just come straight back down to it. My metabolism must be speeding up as a result of all of these calories. You know, I have been putting in brutal hours over these days, vlogging and eating and editing. I think I've averaged probably about 5 hours of sleep a night at the most. So tonight I'm gonna cut the vlog short. I apologize. I know there was not a lot of good valuable content in today's vlog. I feel bad about that, but I really do need to go to bed early. Before I go to bed also, I'm having chicken broth. When I was sick, just like your mom, my mom gave me chicken noodle soup, so it has to work wonders here. So I've got a cup of this chicken broth. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this vlog short. Tomorrow is going to be a good day, sick or not. I appreciate you guys following along. I'm glad I got to introduce my family to you. I can't even thank you guys enough for all the support. I'm telling you this right now. You're making eating 4,000 calories a day much, much, much better. I know that for a fact. I love sharing this stuff with you guys. We've gone through so much. Now I'm like sick. I can't make this stuff up, guys. I'm just rolling with it. This is just life. But like I said in the beginning, no matter what challenges you face, you must keep marching on towards your goal. So that's what we're going to do. Keep up the good work and much love, baby.